My name is Jake Harden, and I'm going to be talking about my internship I had with Huntington Lake for their road project. So I'm getting a Bachelor's of Science in Criminology and Victimology here at Fresno State. I'm getting a Geography minor as well as an LGBTQ Studies minor. I'm a senior. I will be graduating this, and I did this internship during this summer. Some of my supervisors and mentors were Lisa Coleman. She was the fire chief up in Huntington Lake, and she was the one who brought me on for this project, and this is her project. We had Mike Ridland, who works for Esri's Living Atlas department. He kind of helped me with all the technical side and is going to get us into Esri's base map database. And then we had Ryan Lopez from Fresno County. He also helped with a lot of the technical things, and he's going to get us into things like Google Maps and Apple Maps and help us trying to get all of our data out there. So the site was Huntington Lake. A lot of it was remote. I was up in Huntington probably about once a week and wanted to be able to see the actual roads that I was doing, and especially a lot of the fire damage and what the roads look like in the places that had fire damage. I was at the station once a week and did all of the things that I needed to do up there. And it was also a chance for me to be able to talk to Lisa in person about what roads she needed, what they were supposed to look like, did everything, kind of like a check-in. But the site did bounce a lot because Mike was in the Redlands and, Ryan is here at Fresno County with his full-time job. And Lisa is a fire chief, so she had to go do runs and isn't able to be on the phone all the time. The purpose is they had a lot of hand-drawn maps and a lot of outdated data when it came to roads and addresses. And so they started this project last year to do all of the addresses up in Huntington because they were having issues with EMS calls, fire calls, and getting routed the wrong places. And they fixed the addresses, and now we just needed to fix the roads so that the routing could be fixed. Right now, CAL FIRE is getting called to fires that are 20 minutes in the other direction of what their routing is giving them. And so, 20 minutes is life or death when it comes to fires and stuff like EMS. So it was very important for us to do this project to make sure that everybody up there is safe. The roads that are white are what Esri has in their base maps right now, and the red is the data that we collected that is the accurate roads. So they definitely are off. Some of the roads are missing or just mislabeled. They don't have names. And so we just want to make sure that we can do everything we can to make sure that these are routable. So I would get sent these tracks that looked like the one in purple. I would have to go in and make sure that everything connected the way they were supposed to, that they got smoothed out. And so they would end up looking like this, what the roads actually looked like. It was a lot of doing trial and error, trying to figure out what was the best way to do it, the most efficient way to do it. Had to do a lot of them at once. I would get about 15 roads at once. I would have to knock them out. So doing this with work and school, it was definitely a lot of like trial and error to see what was the most efficient way, but also doing it correctly. The final output is this. We did about 150 roads. We did about Shaver all the way up. We also did the lake perimeter so that we made sure that the lake was accurate. Some of the skills that I learned was confidence. I went from not speaking in meetings to leading meetings. I definitely learned a lot more about ArcGIS Pro than I did in classes. Classes kind of teach you the basics, but once you get into a project like this, you learn more tools and how to use it and how it is used in like careers. Professionalism was a big one. I do work in food service, but food service professionalism and office professionalism are definitely different. Networking was huge. I definitely learned how to network, and it's definitely helped me a lot, especially with leaving college soon. And then I did do a lot of adapting. The daily work would change a lot, and I would have to try to fix my plan and life around those fixed changes. The sheriff's office has talked about wanting me. The Fresno County office has talked about wanting me. My internship did hire me on for the future of this project. So at least for the next 2 years, I will be working with them as like a part-time basis. And then Esri has also said if they have a position opening up, they want me in there. Sheriff's office is looking like it's probably going to be the best one. They're talking about opening a job this month, I believe, and said that I'm going to be the first one on the list. So that's exciting. I've learned a lot from this, and it's definitely helped me a lot in my life, and I'm very glad that I did this internship.